Hey everyone, it's Zach here from Joe and Zach Survival. It's been a while since I made a video because I've been pretty busy, and I thought I'd make a really simple one for you guys. It's raining outside tonight, so I had to deal with what I had here, and I'm just gonna show you guys a really easy weapon that you can make right out of your bug out bag. If it was a survival situation, you only need the bands for a slingshot. Small knife. If you have a fold-out one for cutting trees and stuff, that would work, except for the blade's a little bit larger, and it'll be a little bit harder for these bands to fit in the slots that we're going to make. But one of these handheld pocket knives will work just great for this. So you're going to need a tree cutting blade, a smaller sized one preferably. You're going to need your branch. I just went out and chopped it off, and this one isn't exactly perfect. As you can see, it has kind of a crook in this top one here. You're going to want to try to get it about as straight as you possibly can, but it doesn't even need to be really this big. This is a small game weapon, and it'll just increase your odds. I don't know. If it was a survival situation, it's better than nothing. So let's just put it that way. And you're going to want to go pick up one of these. I personally don't like to make these homemade because I'm not very good at it. But if you go to Walmart, you can get these replacement slingshot bands. You have to be over 18, and they're between about $2 and $3. I think this costed me like $2 and either 48 or 58 cents, and they'll last you quite a while. And that is all you need. So we're gonna. This is the one I previously made. This is the new one, and they look a lot alike. Now we're going to talk about our bands and this knot here and how this all works, okay? So I just did a simple knot, but you want to leave a little bit of a end on it. So make my knot here. I want to make sure it's real tight. You want to get that. You want to get a end on there, and that is just to tell you, in case you're pulling back and this starts to slip, you can judge by this end here what's happening, okay? So you want to adjust it. You want to get about an inch or so, maybe a little bit less. So you have your knots. Want to make sure they're nice and tight. And now we're going to work on our ends here. If you want to, you could take a knife and take the bark off of it, and you can do whatever you want to it, as long as you just have the gist of what I'm doing. So we have our saw. You're going to put a groove into your V on the ends, and it's going to look like this, and that's going to hold your bands in there. And it also works out so you can do quick band changes if you need to. So be careful not to hit your fingers or anything. Alrighty, so in case you guys were wondering how far down to go, my rule of thumb is to put my pointer finger on the flush with the outside and go to like my first knuckle or so, or like 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch down. And that is really a key component, because when you pull out the slingshot and then fling forward, it can have the tendency to rock out of place with this kind of method. But if you go down far enough, you don't really have a problem with that, and if you get them in there tight enough. So next up is the easy part. You're going to take your bands, and I normally do this in my lap, so I'll show you guys. I got to adjust the camera, I think, a little bit for this. Yeah, okay. So I normally take it in my lap like this, and I stretch the bands, and I just set them in there, and I pull on them real hard, and that locks it in. And the same for the other side. And give it a good pull. Look at the tips of them. Make sure they don't slide. And right there, you have a working slingshot. There we go. So, and it's as easy as that. These will stay in there, and you can make multiple ones, and it's easy to just take them out and throw them back in your bug out bag, and slip them in, pull it tight. Within that quick, you'd be killing something. I do suggest that you do practice with something like this, because the more you know, the better you are. But if worse came to worse, this is a really good method. So thank you all for watching my video, and along with my dad's video, the whole Joe and Zach survival page. Thank you for clicking and watching this. I hope you learned something. I try to teach what I know as often as I possibly can, and I thought this was just a really good way for a weapon in the wild. And it's really smart how all you need is just one tool to make it. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Ow! Ah, I got zapped by the lamp. Ouch.